Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I am coming to y'all to do this video. I know I give a lot of people credit here on YouTube who are bold enough to talk about personal hygiene, and so I am bold enough to talk about personal hygiene. I am going to actually, excuse me, y'all. I'm actually going to talk about personal hygiene as well because I am going to tell you it's things that I have went through that will work. So first and foremost, y'all know what personal hygiene is. Making sure your is clean and make sure everything. But I'm going to give you everything I use to what I use in the tub just to keep me clean. But yeah, and then closer to the end, I'm going to talk about what one thing had a lot to do with my personal hygiene. So let's get started. So one of the things is I'm going to talk about is making sure you have a good deodorant because that is the main thing. I recently had to switch up my deodorants due to that my Michelin. Sometimes I was over sweating a lot, and due to me over sweating a lot, my deodorant wasn't working correctly. So I went and I brought me some Dove powder, 24-hour indivisible solid anti-aspiration deodorants, and this has been a lifesaver for me. If y'all can see it, let me bring it up. But yeah, Dove deodorants, and it's worth every penny. And I do have another one that is something. It's called something else. Now another thing I also use is none other. I only use the Caress Silk soap, and it's infused with flower oil. And this is the, if you can see it, there you go. There you go. This is the only soap I use. I use this soap all year. So if they don't have this soap, I will go on and get this same soap, but in a different fragrance. Now, at one point in time, I was using Caress body wash. I had to stop using it because it started breaking me out between my bust line. So I switched up body wash. Once I washed with this in the tub, just to make sure I thoroughly have my chest and thing, I use one thing that makes me feel good and smell good at night when I go to bed, and that is the Olay Fresh Outlasting Smoothing Black Orchid Currents body wash, and this is a 22 fluorine ounce. Baby, this can last you for 2 to 3 months, and it has been a lifesaver for me. Now, another thing you can do is you can go on. Let me see. Go. You can go to Victoria's Secrets, or you can go on Amazon, or you can go to Ulta or Bath and Body Works, and you can buy they smell good lotion, they body wash, or they spray. Now, recently I just bought some new stuff from Victoria's Secret. I will show you that one day, but it is a lifesaver. Those things are a lifesaver for me to make sure I smell good. Now, I am getting to this biggest thing, and it's a big huge thing for me. I use this. I don't have to use it all the time, but when I do use it, this is the Natural Made Super Strength Cranberry um, vitamins, and it says take only 2 tablets per day. And I'm going to tell you why this is a lifesaver for me. All right, and I'm going to tell you this little story that ties in with those pills. Now, the reason I use these pills for a long time, I just started using these pills. And the only time it's when my mom or my sister buys filleted fish. Now, we end up discovering I don't digest certain seafoods correctly, meaning my system doesn't digest it so good. Now, if y'all young ladies are having a problem that your vagina might be smelling like fish, it's I can't remember what it's called. It's a tract. It's like your digestion doesn't digest the fish digest the fish, and it takes it a long time for it to digest. That means your kukai is going to smell like fish. And I don't want to tell you wrong, but all I know is like you don't digest fish. So what I had to do is I had to take fillet fish out of my diet. So the only fish that I can eat is only catfish. Now you got some places um that don't know what catfish is. Catfish is fish that you take home and you fry it in the skillet. Fried catfish, okay? They don't know the difference. So make sure if you get catfish, ask them to make sure you ask them, is this fillet fish that you letting us think is catfish, or this is catfish? So I only can eat catfish. That's the only time I will eat fish. But if I start thinking that it might linger. But if I get a hold to like a fillet fish, it does me wrong. And I'm just telling you from experience, I had to take fillet fish out of my diet. So if you're getting a fishy smell down there, then that's really, really, really it might be a problem. It might be a problem. You might have a digestion problem of digesting seafood. So we end up discovering it's just fillet fish that does that to me. And my mother's two sisters couldn't they could not figure out why. So my mom started looking stuff up, and she showed it to my aunts, and they go, oh my god, that's what she has. So cannot digest fillet fish correctly. And if you have that, I wanted to come and do this because I don't want people to mistaken. But like I'm saying, the cranberry pills is a good staple. Yeah, it's used for urinal. It's usually used for urinal tract infection, but they are real. Those are some pills that are real good for if you get fillet fish and you give you that smell down there. It works. I have to take those pills at least. If let's say I eat fish late at night, um, late evening in the evening. So I will have to take two pills that night. So let's say it's still lingering until the next morning. I still have to take two pills. It should be take. It usually take two days for me from when I ate it until the next morning. A period to clear up. It takes time for it to clear up, but it will clear up by you taking these pills. But I will always advise you, before you take these pills, ask your doctor, ask your local physician to see if these was okay for you to take. None other. Or if you got somebody who's a doctor in your family, ask them. That probably would be real great. Y'all, please thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe.